I'm going to show you the formula for a periodic function, and it looks a little disturbing, not going to lie, but it's easy. I'm going to show you what everything means, and this is the only time we're going to talk about the formula. We're just going to use our good old common sense after this. And I'm only showing this to you in case it appears on college entrance exams or something like that. Y'all remember x can never change. It's an input. C stands for the shortest period possible, and for us it's 2 pi. Once you go around the circle 2 pi times, you're repeating yourself. So this is 2 pi. And then T just really represents any number on the number line, positive and negative, real numbers. But y'all, it's the same as theta. It's the same as theta. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into what we're talking about. So here's what's going on. Sometimes I will ask you for cosine, which is which coordinate again? X, thank you. Sometimes I will ask you for cosine for something that's not on the unit circle, but it repeats to something that is on the unit circle. That's all this is. So here's how we're going to do it algebraically. We're always, follow these steps, you'll never get the wrong answer. Always in increments of 2 pi, build your equation. And here's the last piece that's always going to get you the right answer. Last piece, which is positive, is the answer. And I am highlighting positive. Now guys, if y'all go out and YouTube like directions on this, there's more than one way to do it. But we're doing it this way because y'all have positive things memorized on your unit circle. So we're just focusing on the positives to make it easy. All right, so increments of 2 pi, we're going to build an equation. Let's recopy what's given, and let's start building an equation. And you always go in increments of 2 pi. So if I write this, y'all, is that equal? No. So let me add another 2 pi to it. Is that equal? No, but it's close. We had to have one more little baby piece. What would we add to the end of this equation? What would make this equation equal? Right? That's right. This is always the answer. Your last piece is positive, and it's always the answer. So cosine of 5 pi equals cosine of pi, which we just looked at. We know the answer is going to be, what was the answer? What's the answer for pi? What's cosine pi? Kind of 1? Yeah, -1. Yep. So cosine of 5 pi is -1. That's how we do this stuff. All right, let's take a look at another one. I'm kind of zoomed in a little too much. Let's do another one. Example 2. Nine pi over 2, and we want the sign value. We want the sign value of 9 pi over 2. So this time it's not a whole number, but we're still working with increments of 2 pi. You just have to make it the common denominator. So what up here divided by 2 equals 2 pi? What goes up here? That's right. So we're still adding increments of 2 pi, but we're using the common denominator. Let's build our equation. Let's write 9 pi over 2 equals, and let's start building it. So write 4 pi over 2 9 does not equal 4. Let's add another increment. So plus 4 pi over 2. We're almost there. This is 9 pi. This is 8 pi. What are we going to add? What's our last piece? Pi over 2. That's the answer. That's it. That's going to give us our answer. So sine of 9 pi over 2 is whatever the sine value is for pi over 2. Y'all, that's the top of the circle. What's the sine value for the top of the circle? Sine value, y coordinate is 1. The top is 0, 1. So sine is 1. Cosine 0, but sine is 1.